Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach with Bachstar Stamping coming at you from the August Stampin' Around the World video hop. And our mission today was to do something with water. So I thought the Friendly Fins was the perfect bundle to use to make this video. So I will be using the stamps and the dies. I already have some of the dies out. It's an adorable stamp set, two-step stamping, so you can fill in. There's the line image and then the fill, or you can color it, or you can do what I'm going to do today, which you will see. All right, so to begin, to make the card, we are going to take a piece of basic white, which is 5 by 3 3/4. You're going to need something soft. I'm going to use our Stampin' Pierce mat, and you're going to need a stylus of some sort. I'm going to use the end of my Take Your Pick tool. And when I cut it, you know, sometimes there's like a rough edge. I want that up, okay? So if your paper has like a rough edge, put that on the side you're looking at. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your stylus and you're going to make waves, okay? You're going to make some water waves all over your paper. Do not worry about being perfect. Okay, then you're going to flip it over. And you probably can't see it very clearly yet, but you will in a second with what we're about to do. I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to take one of our blending brushes and our Blueberry Bushel ink pad. We're going to make some water. All right, so this does not have to be perfect. What we're doing is we're going to put some ink on to really bring out those lines. So as I'm ink blending a little bit, you're going to be able to see those lines a bit better. There we go. Now they're starting to pop off the paper. You see that? So we've got our waves. I'm probably shaking you, sorry. Okay, you can see our water waves. Yes? Okay, I'm just gonna get the edges a little bit more. You can do this as dark or as light as you want. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because we're gonna use this in just a second. All right, we're going to take the die that are the bubbles, and right around here, I'm going to put my bubbles kind of in the center. I'm gonna get a piece of removable tape. I'm gonna put it there because I don't want it to move. I'm gonna run that through my die cutting machine in just a second. Because I've got some other stuff, I might as well just do it all in one pass. We're gonna take that dolphin stamp on a scrap of white paper. We're going to put our die on that one, and we're gonna get a piece of that removable tape. Now, what I've learned about this tape is I can use it about 4 or 5 times. So that's nice. So there we go, we're gonna cut that out, but wait, there's more. I have a scrap of Blueberry Bushel, and we're gonna put our little fishies on here too. And I like to just tape them down so they don't wander anywhere. And I'm going to die cut that all out too. Okay, through the magic of television, I've already done one, so you don't have to sit and watch that. So that's what it looks like when you have it cut out, the bubbles. Bubbles. I have my dolphin cut out. The dolphin's gonna go here. We're gonna pop that up on dimensionals. Ah, my stamps are falling over. I have my fishies. They are going to live here-ish. Oh, come on, one more fish. Come on. Come on, he's sticking to my table. There he is, okay. Then we're going to take the little fishies. Sorry, my block cut kind of messed up. And we're going to stamp them right over here. We're going to take the happy birthday. Get it straight on my paper and try my best to stamp this straight. Good enough for me. So I'm kind of doing a monochromatic theme, just so you know. Next, we're going to take a piece of 5 1/4 by 4. This is going to be our insert. And we're going to use our stingray. I'm gonna put him or her right here, and then we're going to use the Make a Splash. Now I haven't used this one yet, so I want to stamp off just to make sure this was a brand new stamp. I've used the others. Keep it straight, so it's straight. Okay. There we go-ish. Good enough for me. Now, I believe we can close this puppy up so we don't get ink everywhere. All right, so I've got a card base, which for me is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm gonna use my bone folder. Now, this is our little pizzazz here. You ready? I have a piece of silver foil, which is 5 1/4 by 4. Now, obviously, this is gonna lay over this, okay? So if you wanted to take some punches or something and gut this, people call it, or just cut a little square out so you don't waste the entire piece, you may do that. I am just choosing, I have a ton of silver foil, so I am just choosing to use the whole thing. Now, glue does show through our foil, so instead of going my usual really close to the edge, I'm going to go in about 1/4 of an inch instead of about 1/8 of an inch, just so my glue doesn't show. And that's not gonna show, so I can put that in the middle with no worries there. All right, so that way it's not going to show up. But what's cool is when you put this over it, come on fish, the bubbles are going to shine through as shiny, and I liked that. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Rainbow Fish. I don't know if any of you ever read those books, but I love Rainbow Fish with the one shiny fin. Okay, so there we go. So I thought this would be a great monochromatic card. This could be a very masculine card, if you will. This could be for kids. I guess I'm one of the people that I don't care what kind of card it is. I'm gonna love it no matter what it is. So I just put some tiny glue dots on there. Gonna put our fish up there. Gonna put our littlest fish next. It's kind of hard to put just a tiny bit of glue on him. I'm gonna hold it right here. Just a few little drops, that's probably too much. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. No worries. There we go, and one more fish. Then we'll pop up the dolphin on dimensionals. There we go. So our dolphin, I want right about there. So we're gonna get out our dimensionals here. Now during the month of August, select designer series paper from the annual catalog is 15% off. So it's a good time to stock up on designer series paper if you haven't already. That is through the end of the month. I cut one in half. Let's see, do I like that? Yes, okay. Then I like to use my pokey tool and take off my dimensional backings like so. And that way I can just throw all of this away in one fell swoop rather than picking them off the floor. There we go, happy birthday. And then on the inside, we're gonna put our make a splash. So nothing crazy here. You could absolutely do this without a die cutting machine if you didn't have one. You could use an embossing folder that has waves. I know I have one, but it's retired, so I didn't want to use it for this video. You could use that in the background. If you didn't have the die to cut out the dolphin, that's fine. You could just stamp it right on there, which I will show you I did in just a second. All right, so here's my prototype. I put the silver behind the bubbles, but then I matted it on pebbled path. And I was like, you know what? I wanted this popped up. And then I thought, you know what? Why not just do the whole thing silver? Just makes it more special. So that was my final project. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please, after you watch this one, like and subscribe, but then go to all the other demonstrators and watch their videos for the Stamping Around the World video hop. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.